Abraham Lincoln's presidency marked a complex and often overlooked chapter in Native American history. While celebrated for emancipating slaves, Lincoln's administration oversaw several troubling policies toward Indigenous peoples. During his tenure, Lincoln approved the largest mass execution in U.S. history, the hanging of 38 Dakota men following the Dakota War of 1862, though he did commute 265 other death sentences. You might say his approach to justice was about as consistent as his hat choice, tall and imposing, but with some notable dents. The Lincoln administration continued the harmful reservation system and implemented the Homestead Act of 1862, which displaced countless Native peoples by encouraging white settlement on traditional tribal lands. Talk about a real estate deal that puts today's gentrification to shame. Free land for everyone, except the people who were already living there. Lincoln's approach reflected the prevailing attitudes of his era, balancing military concerns during the Civil War with some attempts at reform. He appointed John P. Usher as Secretary of the Interior, who has been described by historians as having the charisma of a wet blanket and the Indigenous policy expertise of a confused tourist. Lincoln occasionally expressed sympathy for Native peoples and met with tribal leaders, once reportedly telling a delegation, "We might as well be friendly neighbors," which, given the circumstances, is like burning down someone's house and then offering them a cup of sugar. His 1863 Thanksgiving Proclamation, ironically celebrating peace while Native communities were being displaced, is perhaps the 19th century equivalent of posting thoughts and prayers on social media. Despite these contradictions, Lincoln did sign the Morrill Act creating land-grant colleges, though Native Americans weren't exactly first in line for admissions. They were more likely to be studying the underside of these new institutions' foundations. Ultimately, his policies contributed to the ongoing dispossession and marginalization of Indigenous communities across America, proving that even our most venerated presidents could have moral blind spots the size of Montana Territory. Though celebrated for his role in ending slavery, Abraham Lincoln's legacy regarding Native Americans reveals a stark contrast in his approach to freedom. While Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation and championed the 13th Amendment to free enslaved African Americans, his administration simultaneously enacted policies that severely restricted Indigenous freedoms. Remember to hit that like and subscribe button so that we can continue to provide you great content. Have a great day, everyone.